What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? It's gonna be an interesting topic today because apparently the brothers don't want to talk about it, but we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. We gonna talk about it. Hey, we gonna talk about it. No, but seriously. Hello, hello, hello. Man. Um, not gonna lie. Again, I ain't come to be nice. I know that somewhere along this video, some self-hating Negroes gonna come and say you a simp and all that stuff and blah 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 blah. And I really could care less because mm, how do we want to start this? The bussy popping sphere as black men in it is absolutely ridiculous. So we'll start off by saying this. I saw a video of a dude, a singer who goes by the name of Vito, right? Vito, I hope Vito, I don't know. Who said that um oh hold on, I didn't miss the title. Let me change the title. There we go. Yeah. Who goes by the name of Vito. And he said that 13 years. 13 years to marry his girl, right? Because he wanted to make sure first he already got her pregnant. I'm sorry, first already with her for 13 years. But didn't want to marry her because he wanted to see if she would be a good mother. So she had to go through the test of showing him that she a good mom. He got her pregnant. Now let me say this. If she wouldn't be the type of mother you expect her to be, now you don't want to marry her and you choose to leave. Now she's a single mom. So basically, what I heard was a delusional Negro doing stuff ass backwards, as I would say, ass backwards, right? So yeah, and that's the thing with a lot of black women in our community. That's the thing. Black women are expected to go through hell and back and then go to hell again for black men. Because the woman, she has to prove herself worthy of even being in your midst. Right? For real. And a lot of men don't want to talk about that, but you see it. Oh, she gotta do this, she gotta nah, some ain't right. I don't know, man. I want to marry her, but then I don't, is it something else out? Because that's really what it be about. You're trying to see if there's something else out there, and she just tagging along for the ride. And really, black women need to stop doing that. See, I'm not gonna tell women to sit there in a relationship and suffer through struggle love, through a whole bunch of nonsense that they shouldn't have to go through. But a lot of you dudes will say that if she leave, that's her fault for leaving a good man. How are you a good man wanting this woman to sit here and suffer? is that is that what we're saying? How are you a good man for sitting here and dragging this woman along, wasting her damn time? Because that's what a lot of dudes do. So, and then we have this thing where we're telling black women to choose better. Okay, well, cool. Now you get mad that black women don't want to choose at all. That's the crazy part to me. So no black woman should be sticking around waiting for a ring that is never coming, or waiting for a marriage that is never coming. But you guys out here love to waste women's time, especially in that BS sphere of yours, that bussy popping sphere of men out there, right? They have nothing good to say about women whatsoever. And that you always frame them as out of pocket or out of line and this, that, and the third. But then won't call out men for the stuff that they do. I find that quite amazing. And then it's always coming from men who don't particularly look like anything. Probably not even 6 foot tall. Big or overweight. Don't have a good aesthetic about them. Not really pleasant on the eyes, and all the time bald headed. They always bald, bro. They're always bald headed. You just can't make this. They always look like Michael Bay's Ninja Turtle films every single time. A bald headed Ninja Turtle who's bad built, under 6 foot with titties. That is the type of men who are out here giving relationship advice and talking a lot of stuff behind the mic. And they know that this type of stuff happens in our community to where black women or women have to go through this struggle love. Don't act like struggle love ain't a real thing, fam. I can't stand that. You know what it is. She's supposed to be loyal. She got to accept your fucking cheating. She got to go through everything just to prove to you that she is worthy of marriage. And I'm saying to hell with that. Leave. Just like y'all dudes be telling women to choose better, I'm going to tell them, get the hell up out of there. Because they shouldn't be there. They should not be there. And y'all don't want to talk about it. The reason I don't like a lot of the black men in the bussy popping manosphere, right? Yes, bussy popping manosphere is because they always have a thumbnail of a black woman saying something egregious and then generalizing black women to be like, see, that's the problem with our women, that this is their behavior. And that's not the case. That's the problem with some of the women in our community. But y'all like to make these freaking general statements. But then when black women come out to defend themselves saying most black men are trash, now you got a problem. But you're making the general statements on the other side, painting the woman as just can't do nothing good. How is it that these men always find a negative example of a woman, put her in the thumbnail, right? Especially the black men in the mess, for they put the black woman in a thumbnail, right? Paint the black woman as wrong in their video of dissecting what she said, and then say that's the problem with our women. But you never find the good examples of black women that deserve some praise. But one thing you will do is tear them down. See, I'm finna give y'all an example of what I mean. Why they don't talk about this? Why they don't talk about this? This woman, 18 years old, graduated college with her master's, and I believe her master's and her doctorate, right? And her name is Dorothy Jean Tillman. But you know what happened? When I went down in the comment section of the shade room and the people, what I saw was black men saying that this woman right here is on her way to be a single woman who's alone. Why? Because she's educated. See, black men don't like to I'm sorry, let me not generalize our brothers here. A lot of black men with podcasts and mics choose purposely not to paint black women in a positive light because they are panderers to a whole bunch of buck broken soft men. That's what they are. They purposely paint black women in a negative light, and that's why I don't like them, and that's why I call them out. Let me put this picture back up here. So when I say that black women have to suffer for a ring, I really do mean that, because a lot of you Negroes will, a lot of these red pill dudes and bussy popping men will drag a black woman through the mud, will cheat on her, mentally abuse her, financially abuse her, spiritually abuse her, but she's supposed to just sit there and take it. That's what she's supposed to do. And these black men in the manosphere, or whatever fucking soft spirit, because it's a whole bunch of bussy popping over there, right? Those men over there don't really talk about how the men are trash and do women wrong. They will always paint the black woman as listen, Anton Daniels, and yes, I had a conversation with Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels said that black women have done more harm to black men than any white man. He said that to me in my face. You can go to face via virtually. Why is it that no men checked him? But I'm wrong. But see, controversial Shannon is wrong for calling out men who say these type of statements. You got a black man on here who is always smoking a Cuban cigar. And if you go down his thumbnail, it's mostly women wrong, women wrong, women wrong, women wrong, women wrong, all the time. They don't lift up the black women who are worthy to be lifted up, because they get paid for this. And these are the type of men that are real panderers and simps. They simping for BBC. They pandering to be in cahoots with men. They want men's validation. I ain't coming to save no Negroes. I'm not finna do that. There are trash black men. There are trash black women. Learn who is trash. Learn who is not. Leave it alone. But one thing I'm not finna be is every day purposely finding content of a black woman or a woman in general, and then making a response to that, and then painting women as just out of order out here, and then telling them to get back in the kitchen when a lot of these dudes out here don't even have a fucking kitchen. Think about that. They want black women to be submissive, but you ain't gave them nothing to submit to. But then watch this. They'll say that's simping or that's pandering, because when I'm speaking truth, when a man is willing to check a man and he's speaking truth about the sorry ass men out here, the weak men out here, now he's a panderer or a simp. But you guys don't have a balanced approach, and the woman is always wrong. The point of time where we can have a black man say that black women have done more harm to black men than any white man, we lost. We lost. Because how in the world can you even fix your lips to say that? I mean, come on now. Why people get mad at me? How you get mad at me for checking a black man for saying that about black women, but then I'm wrong, but y'all men didn't check that man for saying it. You actually agree. They actually agree. And that's the problem I have with the bussy popping manosphere on that side, because they want male validation. I don't need male validation. You don't think I've been in a bad relationship before with a black woman? Did that stop me from marrying one? No, it didn't. It didn't stop me from marrying one. My bad experiences aren't to be validated. You live and you learn and you move on. You don't freaking start a podcast saying majority of black women are delusional and mean and hyper violent. Just violent and don't care about their kids. Saying dumb stuff. I don't start content saying that black women have the most STD rates, but then you don't contextualize the statement. Who are they getting the damn STDs from? Because if I look at Pew Research studies, right? Pew Research studies it says that the black woman is twice least likely to date or marry out her race. So if the statistics say that, then obviously they catching these disease from dirty dick. I'm sorry, forgive me for cursing. From dirty D black men. Why aren't the men taking their behinds to the hospital and get tested? That's the problem that I'm having with a lot of the bussy popping rhetoric, because they'll be quick to splurt out statistics, but then do not you know, they don't contextualize the information that's given. That's why I ain't trying to be cool with these bussy popping black men out here. I don't want nothing to do with them. I ain't here to be your friend. I ain't trying to be nice. I don't like you. When I see your platform is built off of breaking the black woman down, even though a lot of y'all, well, if you're black, you were born out of one. Now I have a problem. See, men check men. Men check men. Women check women, and then we meet in the middle. But some of y'all are afraid to check other men, and then the other men, the only type of men that a lot of you black men check is the ones that you call a simp or a panderer. That's crazy. But you pandering to men out here. You saying stupid statements about black women. You finding an example of a crazy black woman and then making that black woman to be the example of all black women. And I can't call you out, and we shouldn't call you out on that. We just got to sit here and let you say the most dumb, and then half of the stuff that's being said is coming from niggas who don't look like nothing. Niggas who don't look like, you don't look like anything. You're bald-headed, you're chubby. And you're short. You're short. You're so short that when you stand up, it look like you're sitting down. Don't got no type of sex appeal whatsoever. Look dumb. But then you the loudest one. It's the ones who aren't pleasant to look at that's always the loudest ones talking. That's what I find quite interesting. How you short and fat? You got two negatives. Oh, I'm short, but I got a big D. You ain't the only person with a big D. What are we talking about? At least I stand 6 foot. I tower over you. Are you talking about women out here twerking, but every time you walk, your whole stomach moving? Look like a goddamn jiggly Santa Claus, a fat Santa Claus, smoking a goddamn Cuban cigar every time. Then you got a bald-headed Negro on here, and he got titties. Every single time. I can't stand seeing a panel on TikTok, on YouTube, of a bunch of men in a room talking bad about black women or women in general. Because I'm going to start to think that you're DL. If you ain't never got nothing good to say about women, fam, then something is terribly wrong. Miss me with they try to hide it behind that they're calling out a behavior. Excuse me. They're calling out a behavior of what's going on with the women. That's a behavior with some women. But you will say that behavior is the representation of majority. Y'all dudes be lying. Half the dudes on here, man, us real men out here, majority of black men are real men. We out here, we really just want us a wife to come back home to and love. That's BS, because you done ruined your goddamn wife that was right next to you a bunch of times. A lot of y'all dudes done had the right one, and you effed that over because you was looking for something better. Can we stop the beat? Bro, you can't run game on me. Can you stop the line? I know what it is. You were looking for something else. You had a spot holder or a placeholder. Game understands game. She was just all right. You didn't want to let her go because she was still giving you access to something that was probably going to be hard for you to get. So please, miss me with this nonsense. I can't stand when dudes be out here lying as a collective group. You can't run game on a nigga who had game. And I say had game because I'm married. I ain't out here cheating like Derek Jackson. I ain't out here lying and saying that I ain't married. Or I ain't out here not disclosing that information. Like some of these dudes out here who hop in this space and really do try to pimp out black women for their money. I understand that. But then to try to put every man that's willing to challenge a man on what he say in that boat, you disingenuous. You disingenuous. So I'm not gonna hold you. So if you so loving, because these be the same type of men who say that they love black women. If you love them so much, why don't you ever talk about them in a positive light? I'm gonna say it like this. Why y'all don't bring this up? If you love black women so much, how is it that you never find a good example? What about her? What about Miss Dorothy Jean Tillman? Why y'all don't talk about Miss Dorothy Jean Tillman? Oh, wait a minute. See, a black woman being educated, that's a freaking bad thing, right? I didn't heard all the stupid statements that you weak, delusional men have said. So, I guess she's too educated now. This 18-year-old woman gonna grow up to be stuck up. She gonna grow up to put her career and everything over a man and think she too good at could too. That's what y'all sound like. Y'all will never paint you self-hating Negroes as men. You bussy popping red pill so far up your booty men. So far up your butt. You got a pill so far up your butt that your whole agenda is to paint women as wrong, wrong, wrong. You know what I say to you delusional fools who done got divorced and a woman took you for everything? You deserved it. Choose better. The same rhetoric that you done said to these goddamn women out here, choose better. That's your fault. She took you for all your money. She took you for, that's your fault. You're stupid. Choose better. The same type of aggression that y'all come with towards the women, the same type of aggression I'm going to come with towards you. Choose better. Why was you messing with a thought? Huh? Why was you messing with the, what y'all be calling women out here? Jezebels. Why did you allow the Jezebel to take you for everything? Choose better, little boy. Little boy. Put it down better, little boy. Do better, little boy. And then you would have got finesse. I don't feel sorry for dudes out here who lose everything over a woman. You should have chose better. Did you go to God and make sure she was a wife? Or did you just marry her because of her beauty and her booty? And then she took you for everything. Choose better, black man. Choose better. I ain't finna be up here aping for dudes and being in a collective group of men who's sorry. Sorry ass men. I'm not finna do all that. I ain't finna try to understand y'all. Because y'all don't even try to understand the women who give birth to you. When do you give the women empathy or sympathy and understanding? Never. If the black woman F's up, she just F'd up. No grace. So why would I then give the same grace to you weak men who can't even hold down a woman? Miss me with the nonsense. Miss me with the nonsense. So that's why I specifically say that black women be suffering for a ring out here. Out here suffering for a ring. They got to do everything. They do majority of the work at the home. How is it that you as a man expect a home-cooked meal every day? You have rhetoric telling them to get back in the kitchen. These bussy popping red pill dudes telling women to get back in the kitchen don't even be having a damn kitchen. How you expect her to work 50-50, take care of the kids, and still be ready to put it on you every day or anytime you want it? I'm trying to tell y'all that these men out here be financially abusing women, mentally abusing women, spiritually abusing women, physically abusing women. But we don't want to call it out. You know what they call those men? I find it funny how men can put other men in a category, but when it comes to black women, right? If they black women, it's you know, you can put black women. Let me correct myself. I find it funny how men can separate certain types of men from real men, I guess. But when it comes to them finding an example of a black woman, right? They'll generalize that one. They'll make a general woman. That example, they'll make that to be the general woman out here. The majority of the woman out here. That's what they'll do. But somehow we as dudes can classify certain men as Pookies and Ray Rays. That's stupid. That's dumb. Men can make general statements. We can categorize some men as Pookies and Ray Rays. But you won't do that with black women when it comes to certain women and how they acting out here. Every woman is Megan Thee Stallion twerking 24/7. Every woman is Gorilla. Every woman is Lotto. Every woman out here burning with a stanky you know what I'm saying? Whatchamacallit? A stanky private part. Every woman. Majority of the woman. This is why I say it's stupid. This is why I can't go on those type of panels with those guys. I can't talk to them because they're weak. And then they get to telling their life story. Man, I was with this woman for 15 years, bro. I was with this woman for 5 years, bro. And like, man, she left and took me for everything. Choose better. Bon Jovi Joe says they believe women in general are not human for some reason. LOL, like Jesus, who raised you dudes? Oh, I forgot the streets. The streets raised some of the delusional men out here. However, shout out to the black men that are part of their children's lives and stand on their shit and treating their wives with respect. Shout out to that black man. But for these black men with podcasts, yeah, I don't like these guys. I don't like these guys. They're delusional. So if you're not gonna give your women in your community any grace, then why should I or any man who ain't been through, who had bad experiences with black, who haven't had bad experiences with black women, right? As a majority of our dating experience, why should I care what you gotta say? But then I forgot. Oh, that's pandering. That's simping. No, I'm just getting tired of y'all generalizing black women. And see, one thing I can't stand for is that I'm not finna go for black women out here saying that black men don't protect them. I'm not finna let black women go out and say that. God damn it. We not going down that route because ain't no woman getting no hands put on around me. Ain't no woman not gonna feel protected around me. A woman gonna feel protected around me, fam. And black women need to see men checking men out here because that's the way it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. Men check men. You want to say a dumb statement? I'm going to say something dumb. I'm going to say something dumb. So we not finna do all that. Oh, you trying to save them? I ain't trying to save nobody. I can't save nobody. I'm not Jesus. But I'm going to step up to the plate up in this here and call you out on your BS. Y'all quick to call out women out on their stuff. Why can't we call you out for the words that you say? Huh? How pathetic men out here? Pathetic black men in the bussy popping sphere? How come we can't call you out on what you say? I think my mic had got unplugged. My bad. Yeah. Why? Yeah. We should call you out. We have a duty to actually call out men like you. A lot of y'all men in that sphere, y'all a danger to women, bro. Yeah, yeah. A lot of y'all men in that bussy popping sphere over there, the manosphere that lacks men, and you got a red pill up your butt, a lot of y'all are a danger to women. Just on the way you talk and everything. You're a danger. So black women do have to suffer for a ring because you got men out here talk. You got men on interviews saying, man, she had to, she went through the mud with me, man. She had to, what I'm saying, I had to make sure she was the one. I had to test her. I got, before I married her, I got her pregnant. I had to see if she was a good mother because now if I know that she a good mother, now I understand that she'll be a good wife. Get the fuck out of here, Vito. Forgive me for cussing. Get the heck out of here, Vito. You was with this woman for 13 years. It don't take no man 13 years to find out if the woman that he's with is wife material. Get out of here. And you know what? You're gonna have Negroes you had Negroes in the comments saying, hey, man, I understand, bro. Because we really gotta test these. Why do you want to test women? Test yourself. Test yourself. All this goddamn provider talk. Oh, I'm a provider. I'm a leader. I'm this. How? You want to talk about women need to come back home and get in the kitchen and cook you a home cooked meal? You ain't got none in your fucking refrigerator for them to cook. Y'all be thinking women out here ain't like women supposed to be robots? Women supposed to have all the energy in the world? And why is it just a woman's job to take care of the damn kids? A woman's inherent value is not just being a helpmate, fool. So that's why I don't like when dudes out here saying that. Well, a woman's job is just to be a helpmate. Half of y'all dudes trying to take biblical terms, but there's no Jesus in your heart. These people worship. What did Jesus say? These people worship me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. Oh Lord, don't make me quote scripture. These people worship me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. That's what Jesus said. Okay? So, especially a lot of y'all dudes out here trying to take biblical concepts, but ain't no Jesus in you. Get out of here, bro. Y'all dudes out here ruining your witness. Oh, these dudes out here ruin their witness. And I'll say it since dudes don't want to say it. If a man is not marrying a woman in 1 to 2 years, the woman should leave. That's my opinion. Everybody has one. It's my opinion. Everybody has one. I'm just saying. But I think 2 years you should know. And understand people are always changing. You're dealing with a human being here. The same woman or same man that you marry is not going to be the same man. What they going to like different things. They going to grow. They going to become different. That ain't a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? It could be, but I'm just saying it's not a bad thing. But you should be growing. That's part of life, growing, maturing, evolving. There's real women just like real men out here too who really can't. Yes, there's real women and real men out here. I just don't believe a lot of the red pill bussy popping men are real men. I don't believe that a lot of the dudes with podcasts are real men. Because where's your wife? Do you speak highly of marriage? Why you don't never paint the one? And then again, why you don't never paint women in a positive light? I just want y'all to understand the hustle. I want y'all to understand the hustle. I go to these guys' pages. Their thumbnail is always a woman saying something stupid that everybody can tell was dumb, that the majority of the people can tell was dumb. They will make an example out of that video and say that's what's wrong with the women, majority of women. You gonna take a delusional fool of a woman and say that that's what's wrong with the women out here? Oh my goodness. So you can generalize women out here? You can do it, but when a black woman does it to the black man, now see that's the problem with black women hate black men. Okay, black look it over there. Black women hate black men. See, get your passports and then become a passport bro flying overseas to try to get some cat. Man, bro. Flying overseas to find a wife because you was unworthy of one here in the States. We live in a punk man society. I have to keep it real. We live in a punk man society. That's what we live in. I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's in the food. I don't know what's going on. But we live in a very punk, emotional man society. Get out your feelings. Get in that Bible. Get out your feelings and get in prayer. Get out your feelings and get in therapy. We live in a punk man society to where you always crying and complaining about what a woman's doing. And there is no woman next to you. And then sometimes people, in these conversations, you got married men who probably are unhappy with their wife talking bad about women. Why you don't ever speak highly of your freaking wife? Why you don't ever speak highly of your relationship? I think I figured it out. Now it's just a guess. It's just a guess. But the truth is, you probably want one of those women. One of those Instagram baddies. You unhappy with your wife because your wife probably don't look like anything. How the heck you married and never got nothing good to say about women? How is you married and never got nothing good to you won? If you got a woman next to you, you got a ring on her finger, she yours, she do everything for you, won. You winning. So why you not talking about that? But you making content, you a grown, bald-headed man making content on what a delusional brat is out here doing. What are we talking about? Pussy popping men. Because you saw that degrading or painting the black woman, right? You saw that as a cash grab. That's what you did. Because your whole content, when we go down your page, is talking negatively about black women. You won't even talk about struggle love and act like that it's not a real thing that has happened to the women in our community. Struggling to make it work. She got to hold him down. She got to go through the mud. I need to see if she a real one. You know, I cheated. She took me back. That means she loyal. Get the fuck out of here, bro. She should have never took you back. And honestly, I'm not afraid to call her dumb. She dumb. If you cheated on her and she took you back, she dumb. As a boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, there may be some spiritual aspect to where y'all can reconcile, but as a boyfriend, you ain't took no you ain't took no vows to God. No. You ain't even husband material. You cheating on your girlfriend, nigga. How you husband material? This is what I'm talking about. It is we just stuck in the house, men and women. Saying the yeah. That's what I'm talking about. These are weak men out here. And it needs to be called out. See, I'm ready for men to start calling out men. I'm talking about happily married men that love their wife, that honor their wife, that really do try to live up to God's ways. I can't wait to see those men actually start speaking out more because it needs to. So my young behind will step up to the challenge and say, let's get it. Let's get it. We need to. Because we have given losers a mouthpiece. We've given lame men a mouthpiece. Lame men got an opinion. And they shouldn't have one. What did Cat Williams say? You have some loyalty to losers. Yeah. A lot of these guys are losers. Look at them. Matter of fact, just look at them. They always, the funny part is they always have an aesthetic. They always have an aesthetic. They always bald, always bad built. It's two things that always happens every time. Bald headed, bad built. Bald headed, bad built. Can't make this up. They can't get this. They can't get, they got, they can't get braids. Their wife can't braid their hair. I got to get my hair rebraided, right? But their wife can't, they ain't got no hair to braid, nothing. Nothing. They ain't got nothing. Bald headed and bad built. That's the type of men that we deal with in this bussy popping space. Because there's a whole bunch of bussy popping going on. There's a whole bunch of dudes cyberjacking each other off. Yeah, get on those women. Yeah, talk bad about those women. Yeah, don't speak highly of a woman. Bro, I thought it was so funny that I was on a panel where dudes are talking bad about black women, right? I get up there, I say, bro, I understand that some of y'all, have had bad experiences with black women, but, my experiences with black women were good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think there's, my experiences were good. I had good experience. I ain't never had no bad experience with black women. The black women I'm around, they nice, they feminine, as they say, feminine, right? They're respectful. They dropped me off the panel. They dropped me off the panel. Look at you. Look at you. Look at him coming up here simping. What? What? Look at you coming up. Look at him coming up here simping. I can't even share. So wait a minute. I have to be in cahoots with black men's negative experiences and share your negative experiences, where I can't speak on my good experiences? Because when I speak on my good experiences, I'm a simp or I'm a panderer. Oh, that's great. Oh, these Negroes don't even want you to say that you had good experiences with black women. Lord have mercy. That is wild to me. They don't even want you to say that you had good experiences with black women, bro. Red pill, bussy popping niggas. Wow. Wow. They don't want you to speak highly of black women, bro. Because I'm telling you, look, I'll change the picture again for you. They don't talk about this. They don't talk about this. They don't talk about honorable women. They don't talk about black girls graduating with a master's at the age of 18. They don't talk about that. That goes against the grain, right? Dorothy Jean Tillman, right? I'm gonna read to you about Dorothy Jean Tillman. Dorothy Jean Tillman, an 18-year-old African American teen from Chicago who has graduated with a doctorate degree in behavioral health from Arizona State University. Look at this. This is the 4th college degree that she has earned since she began her college journey when she was just 10 years old. But these men in the bussy popping red pill sphere, right? These men in the bussy popping red pill sphere, they don't talk about black women in a positive light. They don't cover stuff like this. And then when they see it, they run to the comment sections and say stupid stuff like she on her way to be a single mother. Why y'all don't talk about this right here? Black men, black bussy popping men in the manosphere. Because I don't really care about no other race in that manosphere. I'm talking to my own people. I'm calling out my own. Why y'all don't cover this right here? Why she on her way to be a single mother? She gonna be alone. She at 10 years old. This is black excellence. This is black excellence, right? This right here, black girl magic. Not in that super woke way, you know, because people be going delusional. But for real, we can call this black excellence. Why y'all don't talk about this, black men? Black men in a bussy popping red pill sphere. Why y'all don't talk? Why y'all don't paint black women in a positive light when you see it? Why y'all don't bring up Jackie Hill Perry? She with Preston Perry, a black woman with a black man in a healthy in a Christian relationship, loving each other and doing things in their community. Why y'all don't bring that up? Why y'all don't talk about that? Because you don't want to. Because you can't. Because you done pandered and cyberjacked a whole bunch of men off out here for dollars. You done gave up your rear end to a whole bunch of men for some dollars. Over here in a collective circle, getting cyberjacked off out here. And then you mad when black men come out to call you, mad when other black men come out to get on here and call y'all out on the BS that you say. Because it's BS. You dudes ain't even coming across black women twerking 24/7. You ain't stepping outside every day, seeing a black woman twerk on the goddamn highway. Miss me with this nonsense. But that's what y'all talk about. Look how they act. Look how they act when they're out in public. You ain't even seeing that stuff every day. And then when you step out, you seeing honorable black women around your neighborhood on their stuff. But you don't talk about that. You guys are trash. And I'm going to call y'all on it every single time. The fact that some of you dudes even got a chance to speak, you know what? What I'm saying might be a little hard, but the worst thing some of you niggas ever did was open your mouth. The worst thing some of y'all dudes did was open your mouth. Too many losers are out here speaking. Too many beta men. I don't even like using that word. Too many soft men are out here speaking. And the real ones are too quiet. They tried to shut down Amazing Lucas. They tried to shut down the Amazing Lucas, who came out. He went on the panel with a whole bunch of bald-headed Negroes, bald-headed black men, because they were, I'm literally, bald-headed black men that's on here just downgrading and talking bad about black women and all this and that and the third, right? He go up there. Amazing Lucas said, that's not my experiences with black women. These niggas said he was simping. They said he was simping. What? You cannot make this up. They said he was simping. I gotta share your same trash experiences with black women? Really? As a black man? No, I don't. That's your fault. Choose better. Why you didn't choose better? How you keep getting a trash black woman? That's what I want to know. How you keep getting trash every time? It must be something about you that's drawing in the trash. Ain't that what you said about the women that have bad experiences with black men? Black men, that's the Pookie and Ray Ray. It must be something about her that's getting the trash, right? So it must be something about you crybabies on here, you weak, effeminate men out here crying about women all day. It must be something about you to where you keep attracting trash. The birds of a feather flock together. Trash meets trash. Trash gets with trash. Trash produces trash. I'm just being honest, people. I'm just being honest. I'm being brutally honest. These guys are losers. They're losers. It is what it is. It is what it is, people. So when I say black women have to suffer for a ring, they do. They build you up. They stick by your side. A lot of them, we've heard the stories. They stick by the man's side. They build him up. They help him with his career. Then his trash behind breaks up with her and go get something else. Stop acting like that stuff don't happen. Stop acting like it. Stop. And then when it comes to when y'all ask why don't some women leave when they're in an abusive relationship, if he the breadwinner and she done had all these goddamn kids, some women stay with that trash man for the sake of their family. But y'all niggas don't talk about that. And that ticks me off. It really does. Because we know it happens. And y'all do not talk about that. Where's she supposed to go, fool? What's she supposed to do? What's she supposed to do? She ain't got no escape plan. The man financially abusing her, mentally broke her down, spiritually kept her in bondage. She got the kids with him. He done switched up. You know how many men put on a mask every time? Act like they the perfect guy, good guy, manipulates the fucking woman, gets with him, gets with her, keeps on the mask for a little bit, and then boom, out of nowhere, he's somebody totally different. But she got his kids already. She got his kids already, fam. She don't want to be a single mother. Y'all don't talk about that. Y'all don't bring that up. You bussy popping black men in that manosphere, in that little cult of yours. Y'all don't bring that up, and I just wonder why. Why do you purposely avoid this? And then when men like me speak out on it, now you mad. Oh, see, you a simp. Oh, see, you a panderer. Pandering to who? Who am I pandering to? To what? And then men out here pandering to men. If you want to say that, right? Men out here pandering to men. How you always got something negatively to say about women, and you know men are mostly your followers. Oh, but you're not pandering to men though? You're not pandering to men? When you get behind a camera and say delusional BS towards women, and your followers are mostly men, you not pandering, fool? Oh, you just a real one calling out behaviors. That's what they hide behind. Because I'm telling you, these are weak men. Always short, always fat, always bald-headed. Always short, always fat, always bald-headed. Whole bunch of it's plenty of black women out here that love black men, that want a black man. So stop acting like black women out here just giving up on a black man, and black women just out here tearing us down like that. You got some trash fools out here who say the most dumb things about black men. Don't contextualize any statistics or nothing. Leave those fucking women alone. Don't generalize the women and put those as the examples of the black woman. No. You shouldn't do that. But that's what you're going to do. Because you're trash. You a sorry black man with an opinion. You don't even love your wife. Let me take that back. I don't want to make no. I don't want to be mean like that. That was immature. I ain't gonna lie. That was immature on my. I take my L. How you married and never got nothing good to say about women though? I just hope that if you guys have daughters, that they never meet the type of men that you are. I hope they never meet a man like you. And you know what's sad? You supposed to be front line in the first example. You dudes shouldn't be an example. You red pill bussy popping men should not be an example. No. No child should be following you. No child. Because all you doing with your sorry behind is leading these young black men astray. You're leading these young men astray who gonna grow up and hate black women because you got some type of disdain or hatred in your heart. And they gonna see that and be living experiences that they ain't never experienced, acting like they live that. Oh yeah, the black woman. Nigga, you are 15 years old. What do you know about dating? Shut up. But that's what some of y'all doing, leading these young men astray. You're not a leader. Check your mouth. You're not a leader. Check your mouth. How you leading with that type of mouth? How you bringing awareness to truth with that type of mouth? Do your wife even... Never mind. I'm trying not to throw no shots. Trying to be nice. I just really can't stand the bussy popping men in the red pill. Natural 420 says a race of babies that hate the ladies, basically. Pac's, I was in one of Pac's son. Generation of babies that hate the ladies. And that's true. I want you to understand, women, if you're listening to me, be very careful. You need to figure out if these men actually like women. And when I say like women, I'm not talking about no type of LBGT thing or DL thing, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm saying, do they actually like women? Like being around women. I don't think a lot of these guys in that field like women. They just tolerate women for cootie cat. They tolerate women for cat because women have something that the men want, which is access to sex. So of course they're going to have to act right to get what they want. And I really, even though I'm not pushing Christianity right now, I don't want women having sex with none of these men until these men marry them. And if a man takes a woman's innocence, he should lose his life. Period. Either by the streets or on the electric chair. Period. There's a rise in celibacy, apparently, in women in general. There's a rise of celibacy. And I'm happy. Because a lot of these men don't deserve none. Shouldn't be getting none anyway. And then it'll shut up a lot of these dudes because you can't complain about the women raising the children if they're not giving birth to any. Now, do not take my words lightly, or do not misuse my words to think that I'm over here caping for Cynthia G. I'm just saying You cannot complain about women, about single mother race if it go down because women are not giving birth to the kids anymore. That's what you wanted. You don't want single mothers and bad homes? Well, okay, cool. Women closing their legs more. Men closing their legs. We won't have those problems. And if a man dares to take a woman's innocence, may he be taking the electric chair in jail. I'm just being honest. I don't put the death penalty is too soft for some things that happen in this world. If a man messes with a child, his life should be taken via electric chair. If a woman's innocence is taken, if a boy's innocence is taken, if a man's innocence is taken, their life should be taken. Because you have taken their innocence. Period. We too soft on the death penalty in some of these things. Fellas, you know if she your wife and if she not your wife. Stop putting on the front. Stop putting on an act. Stop leading these women on. Stop playing into their emotions and then manipulating them. You know if she your wife or not. Stop dragging these women to HE double hockey sticks and then bringing them back up to drag them back down to HE double hockey sticks again. Talking about that there's no loyal woman. That these women ain't loyal. When all they do is beef. Well, I ain't gonna say all they do because there's some trash women. And since we're talking about my community, there's some trash black women out here. But majority of the women be going through so much just to be with a black man. And you know that. You know that. Stop fucking lying. It's women who take back the man for cheating every time. Try to have a meal done for him. Loving him. Women, stop giving these men access to your body. Period. But they be giving a boyfriend access to their body. Doing everything a wife does without being a wife. Just so he could then replace her down the line. Why are we acting like that stuff don't happen? That's her fault. She should choose better. The men should be better. How about that? How come we can't be better? How come men out here can't be better? Oh, that's simping. That's pandering. I can't say that. Only the woman needs to do better. The men, you can't tell men to be better. That's pandering. That's simping. That's Super Saiyan simping. Right? Every time. Every time you get talking about men should do this, men need to be better, men need to step up to the plate. Oh, well, look at you. You absolving women from their problem. I ain't absolving women from shit. I'm telling men to be better men. Be a leader, nigga. Be a leader. Be a better provider. Be a better protector. Be a better human being. You know what? Forget all that. Throw all that out the window. Be a better human being. How about that? Start there. Have a better heart. Your heart that's made of stone, may it be made of a heart of flesh so it can feel. Right? So you can feel how you impact people's lives. You can feel how your words may hurt somebody. You can feel it. Right? I'm just keeping it a buck. Men need to be better men. I ain't gonna even say real men because people getting offended. Men don't sit down and complain about women all day on the panel. Men don't find content purposely to generalize and talk bad about women all day. That's not what men do. Men handle business. What business are you handling? Or is your business YouTube and you just pandering to men cyberjacking each other off online? That's what y'all do. A collective cult. I don't got time to be finding content about a goddamn woman and what she said and this, that, and the third. Blah, blah. What? When I know when I step out, when I step outside this house, right? When I step outside of here, black women smiling, black women nice, black women speaking, black women feminine, or whatever words y'all be saying. You know dang well, and that's why I get upset. You guys know dang well that you're not even coming across these ratchet black women every day. Leave the ratchet women alone and focus on the good ones and bring awareness to the good ones. But all you do is sit there and talk about negative black women all day. Who does that? What men does that? What men do that? What heterosexual man does that? How do you never have nothing good to say about women? How you always clowning women? How? Are you sweet? Are you sweet? Ma'am, hate to burst your little bubble, but it isn't just black women who suffer. What do you talk? Ma'am? I think you didn't read the room before you came in here. I really think you didn't read the room before you came in here. I'm I, I'm gonna let you make it, mommy, because I'm not even. You didn't read the room. You should listen to what's being said first and then respond. So again, when it comes to a lot of the bussy popping black men on this here YouTube and in these podcast spaces, y'all never paint black women in a positive light, and I want to know why. And then when we hear these stories about black women holding the black man down, and then he leaving her to replace her with something else, someone else. Y'all don't talk about that. This struggle love thing is not a myth. This struggle love thing is not a myth. And stop acting like black women don't be holding black men down. And I'm sick and tired of y'all purposely finding content to make black women look stupid. So in this time, it's time for black men to start checking other black men for the stupid ish that they say about black women. And if you're married to a black woman, why you don't speak highly of her and honor her? See, because my wife is beautiful, my wife is nice, my wife is kind, and it didn't even take me a year to marry her. I knew she was the one when I put my eyes on her. Oh, but I guess that's simping. You out here getting finessed by these delusional black women. That's your fault. Choose better. Choose better and do better. Do better, pathetic black man with a podcast. Do better. Call me a simp, call me a pander, I don't care, because that's the only words that y'all can say. That's always the words that y'all can say. Anytime a black man comes out and check you on your mouth. The truth is, a lot of y'all haven't been checked like you need to with your mouth. Y'all only say this behind the camera. You don't say this in a crowd. You don't say this in a crowd of black women. You don't say this in a crowd of black men. You don't say that. And you know that if you was to say about say this around black men or black women, you'd probably get chin checked. That's the problem. Ricardo, I don't know what that picture. What's the only word that they need, Ricardo? They only need panderer and simp. I just want to know why a lot of these black men in that bussy popping sphere suck at relationships so bad. Y'all was listening to a man that was divorced 3 times. I'm sorry, 2 times, and he became your daddy. So with that being said, Ricardo, what are you saying? I'll give you a second to respond. What are you saying, Ricardo? You're saying that to me? Hmm? I just don't understand how we gave failed men an opinion. Failed men an opinion. Oh, I think Ricardo left. I don't think he gonna say nothing. That's like I said, we live in a generation full of punk men. Live in a generation full of punks. My last time I'm gonna switch out this picture. I want y'all to start painting the same way you paint black women in a negative light. I want you to find examples of good black women and paint them in a positive light. Because y'all don't do that. Don't sit here and lie and act like you do. You don't. You don't. Because then when men like me come up on the panel to actually speak highly of them, you say no. You say that's simple. Or if I even just say stuff like, hey, that's not my experience with black women. I understand that there's some bad black women out here and blah blah blah, yada yada. But and then they cut me off. They cut me off. Because they don't even want black men speaking how, having good experiences with black women. I don't share your bad experiences, fool. I don't have to share your bad experiences. And I don't have to validate your bad experiences either. I don't have to do that. Trash. Anyway, y'all. That's the video. Um I said what I said. Hopefully hope people learned a little something. Maybe they'll call me a simp pander. I don't know. I don't give a damn. It is what it is. Um, I hope to see a shift soon, where more men come out calling out these men who have said the most egregious statements about black women. Anyway, y'all have a good night. Y'all stay safe. Y'all be blessed in Jesus' name. I might go live again. I don't know. We'll see. Y'all have a good one.